So we have seen about the scientific classification of animals into 7 groups, and in the 7 groups the animal kingdom is the largest and the species is the smallest, and the phylum or division is the second largest group. Now we are going to see the importance of animal health. So importance of animal health. So like humans, animals also need to be taken care of. Whether they are dogs, cats, monkeys, pigs or hens, animals help humans in countless vital ways. So animals are a source of providing food and as well as eggs, etc. So they help humans in countless vital ways. They often make a valuable contribution to human health and recovery, taking an important role, for example, in theory and rehabilitation programs. For example, by having a pet at home, it is a kind of stress reliever, and animals like your dogs can sense in case there is anyone falling sick at home, or even if there is going to be any hazard. So a pet can sense it before time and even caution humans. In case of theft, if you have a pet, it safeguards the house. So animals make a valuable contribution to human health and recovery, and example, animals are used in therapy and rehabilitation programs. When animals are healthy and thriving, they can produce more nutritious milk, meat and eggs for our families and communities. That's why it is always necessary to provide animals with the proper diet, and this enhances the milk and the meat and the eggs that are provided for human health. There are different types of animals such as insects. So animals are further classified into different types. That is your insects, your birds, your reptiles and mammals. So these are the different types of animals. That is your insects, your birds, your reptiles. So you have insects, birds, reptiles, and mammals. So these are the different types of animals. They need food, water and shelter for their survival. So animals, just like humans, need food, water and shelter for their survival. Animals that stay with human beings are called as pets. So animals that stay along with humans in their houses, they are called as pets. Animals staying in forests like lion, tiger, giraffe, elephants, bear are known as wild animals. So animals are further classified into 2 types, that is your pet animals and your wild animals. Animals that stay along with humans in their houses are known as pets, and animals like your lion, tiger, elephants, etc. that live in the forest are known as your wild animals. 3 different types of animals exist. Further, we can see that there are 3 different types of animals according to the food they consume. That is your herbivores, your carnivores and your omnivores. Cow, goat, giraffe, sheep, zebra, etc. are herbivores. So what are herbivores? Herbivores are animals that consume only plants, like your cow, goat, giraffe, sheep, zebra, etc. are herbivores because they only consume plants. So herbivores are animals whose primary food source is plant-based. They are primary consumers, meaning they eat producers such as plants and algae. So these animals are primary consumers. Primary consumers means they consume or they eat producers. So plants are the main producers of food, and these consume the producers such as plants and algae. They vary in size from small like bugs to large like giraffes. So these herbivores are vary in size, that is from a small bug to a large giraffe. So a herbivore is an animal that consume only plant based food, and they vary in size, that is from a small insect, that is the bug, to a large animal, that is your giraffe. Next is your carnivore. So a carnivore is an animal that gets food from killing and eating other animals. So a carnivore is an animal that eats the flesh of other animals. Since carnivores have to hunt down and kill other animals, they require a large amount of calories. So these carnivores don't get their food at the table, but they need to hunt and kill other animals for their food, and hence they have to have a lot of calories. They require a large amount of calories. This means that they have to eat many other animals. So to get these calories, they have to consume many animals. Large carnivores include wolves and lions. The wolves and the lions are the large carnivores. Hawks and snakes typically feed on rodents or rats. So your snakes and your hawks feed on rodents. Birds, eggs, frogs and insects. So hawks and snakes feed on rodents, birds, eggs, frogs and insects. So these are your carnivores. They eat the animals that they hunt and kill. The next group is your omnivore. An omnivore is an animal that eats both plants as well as animals, which include eggs, insects, fungi and algae. So the third group, that is your omnivore, are animals that consume both plants as well as other animals. Omnivores are the most flexible eaters of the animal kingdom. So if you take the omnivores, they are the most flexible eaters of the animal kingdom. They eat both plants and meat, and many times what they eat depend on what is available. So they have no restriction. Whatever is available, be it plants or animals, they eat whatever is available. When meat is scarce, many animals will fill their diet with vegetation and vice versa. In the absence of meat or other animals, they rely on plants to eat, and vice versa. In the absence of plant, they eat other animals. So they don't have a specific diet. They take whichever is available, either meat or plants. So these are the three groups of different types of animals. So animals are a source of that is, they provide an important role in therapy and rehabilitation programs for humans. And the next is, there are different types of animals, that is your insects, your birds, your reptiles and your mammals. And animals that live along with humans are called as pets, and animals that live in the forest are known as wild animals. The further classification is according to the food that they consume, that is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Animals that eat only plants are known as herbivores. Animals that hunt and kill and eat the flesh of other animals are known as carnivores, and animals that eat both plants and animals, whichever is available, are known as omnivores. So these are the different types of animals that exist in the animal kingdom.